With Saturday's election looming, the Taliban has stepped up attacks and assassinations, pushing the country to levels of violence not seen since 2009. The Afghan government is increasing security efforts to ensure the country's 12 million registered voters can go to the polls safely. Our correspondent Sean Callebs brings us more from Kabul.
It's a common sight in Afghanistan, but police patrols are even more prevalent in these tense times before the presidential election.
We have launched patrols around the capital ahead of the upcoming election. We are here to make sure that the enemy cannot disrupt the election.
But the Taliban has been able to strike in Kabul and around the country. Afghan government leaders are praising the response of their troops and say it is a time to show that they are in charge of the country.
We are confident that these attacks cannot deter us and cannot cause any effect on the determination of the Afghan people going for election or coming out on election day to vote.
The Afghan government points to rallies that are blossoming in various parts of the country, proof that many of the country's 12 million registered voters will go to the polls.
Democracy, going to the election, going to the right path is or has cost, and we have to accept this cost. They should not be afraid, and the Taliban cannot stop millions of voters going on that particular day.
This week, there has been a wave of violence. Insurgents unleashed deadly, high-profile assaults designed to intimidate voters and keep them away from the polls. If security isn't the #1 concern leading up to the presidential election, it's certainly at the very top of the list. We're standing on a street that was hit by a bomb blast just a short while ago. Indeed, you can still hear some of the gunfire, some of the blasts going on, people scurrying around. The security situation has just made Kabul about as tense as it can be. This city is really a powder keg. Checkpoints are more tense, and soldiers know that every time they head out on patrol, something bad can happen here. But it is the price they pay if Afghanistan is ever going to lose the reputation of being one of the most deadly places on earth. Sean Callebs, CCTV, Kabul.